Hello, this is Slingshot Warrior coming to you with a new stream. Going to be doing a lot of new things. I just recently, Bo Kraus just recently got his slingshot, which is really cool. We got our secret viewer. Yes, we do. Right now, I'm just working on cutting some cardboard. I always use this pair of scissors, heavy-duty pair of scissors when it comes to cutting cardboard. It's got a nice one. I use this stuff I make cardboard mulch out of this. I put it in my slingshot targets to weigh it down, like sand, you could say. That's what I've been up to. We got 2 viewers. How you doing, Longbowman? It's nice seeing you. Just getting some cardboard together. Oh yes, I've been working hard making that money. A lot of stuff. Did you see Bo Kraus's video on the slingshot I sent him? He unboxed it. That was really awesome. Would you give me 1 second? I gotta check on my spaghetti. Just 1 second. Well, yeah. Sorry, I'm back. Just had to strain my spaghetti. That's all. Making dinner and all. Right now, I'm just harvesting. See, I never let anything go to waste. I want to say the Slingshot Warrior tries to reuse a lot of things. And my food packages are not any exception. Well, I'm turning this particular food package into stuff I can put glue on and make cardboard pieces of cardboard cards like this, so I can use it for my slingshot projects, and that's how I do it. That's how I roll it. Got 3 viewers. That's pretty good. Longbowman, are you still there? Well, for our new viewer, don't be shy. You can chat with me just about anything. Let me take. Strange. How come I'm not getting any the chat? Maybe, I don't know. We got 3 viewers now. It's nice to know that you're back, bro. Like I said, I don't let anything go to waste, so that's why I say if you can reuse it, reuse it. You know, it can be reused. You can reuse it. What I'm doing now is reusing my cardboard. You know, some people call that eco-fern. I just call that just common sense. That's funny, Long Bowman. There's a third viewer here. I'm asking him not to be shy. Him more than likely to him because my major demographic is the male demographic. So. Well, Long Bowman, did you like the slingshot I sent Bo Kraus? I did actually. I think I did a couple years back. I think it was a Japanese guy who did that. Yeah. Did you like it? I can build one for other. See, I'm into slingshots. I'm into archery of all types. Now, the slingshot community and the archer community rarely overlap, but I'd hope to see a change in that. Cardboard broadheads. Now that would be an interesting thing. Well, people said, like my scrapper method, for example. Everyone said that it wouldn't work. It's like because I'm using the plastic string and like pieces. I start out with plastic string and with a a wire hanger and reinforce it with pieces of hard plastic, like pieces of plastic sticks I made out of a plastic coat hanger and toothbrush. But as you can see, I've done pretty well with it. So your cardboard arrowhead sounds like just try the concept, I guess. It would probably be just like a bamboo or wooden arrowhead. We got 4 viewers, but you're the only one chatting, bro. Oh, where are the other viewers? Come on, chat up. I mean, come on. This is a chatting stream, Well, now we're back to 3. I think the broadhead idea would be good. Well, now we're back up to 4. I know what people want to see. Well, I did get a new movie, guys. This is Batman triple feature. This is one of those animated Batman things. I've always been a Batman fan. I never really particularly embraced Superman. He just always seemed like inhuman in the sense of his, in the way he saw the world. How you doing, Irishman? How are the green fields of Ireland going? Did you kiss the Blarney Stone? Of course, I'm messing with you, bro. Now we're down to 2 viewers. That's strange. Got one up. Whoever gave me a thumbs up to you, buddy. All right. I know you guys want to see something spectacular, and I am working on a new slingshot pouch. See, it's the beginning of a slingshot pouch. I just got to get the other end done. I already stitched on the paracord. That was just a joke. But yeah, the green fields and everything, you know. I would think speaking of stones, my friend, what do you think about staff slings? Would you ever try a staff sling? My Irish friends, they're pretty cool. They're really awesome. 6. Okay. We got some people on here. That's pretty cool. You can ask me questions about slingshots. I got a few slingshot. I got a slingshot. Awesome. Shepherd sling. A night video? Yeah, I could do a night video. What about you, bro? You guys to that comment I made about you. Awesome. Awesome. His competition's kind of closing, so I'd say contact him soon, John. And I think I was the last entry into that competition. Of course, you know what I made from that. Everyone's calling it a shank. Yeah. I just bought a DVD for $5, which is an animated Batman, triple feature, which is really cool. I've always been a Batman fan. As superheroes go, Batman is the most interesting one because he doesn't have any powers. He just has technology and really cool car. Awesome, bro. Awesome. I'd love to see it. Well, you know what I've done, what I did for that build, and I'll bring it out. How about that? I'll bring it out. I'll show you what I did for that build. Give me a second. Never seen that one, Iron Man. Cool. That's an interesting thing about staff slings. They're not terribly accurate weapons, but they are loads of fun to fling. I can tell you that right now. They are loads of fun. Um, they are loads of fun, and yeah, gaming. I've never been. I guess it's because I'm from an older generation where you have to get out there and do it. I'm from the generation when I was a kid. Video games weren't prominent. There was Nintendo sets, but they weren't big, and they were just beginning to start. And so you literally had to go out in the woods and have fun, and or get into fights and shoot yourself and shoot. I wasn't a part of that online generation and part of that gamer generation, and I think that's the reason why I'm not really a big gamer per se, because it's not really been a part of my life as much as the other generations. Because I was born in 1980, so, and my childhood was during the late 80s, so that's the reason why, John. I'll bring this out. This is a sheath I made out of bamboo. I didn't make it so I can just pull it out. Because I'm using it as a throwing spike. I made this for throwing spikes. My intended purpose for this was. And I'll probably do some videos with this, but this is what I did in the competition. This is what I made for the competition. For the I think it's 10-pound bill, which is $15 here, and this cost me a lot less than $15 or 10 pounds. You know what I mean? And some people call this a shank, but I designed it as a throwing spike because you can see here, right? I can use a no spin kind of system where I can put my finger back here and just fling it forward, you know. That's what everyone's calling it, but I never intended for it to be a shank. But it still can be. I made stuff like this before. I threw them. I actually threw them as throwing spikes, and they worked pretty well. I prefer something with a handle that I can throw than basically just your basic spike. So true, John. And this is how I put it back in. There we go. That's it. Yeah. There's a lot of other great stuff going on. As you know, Slingshot War is all about slingshots here. I'm going to bring mine out. Now, as you know, I've got my adjustable wrist strap here, and of course I got my camo nylon pouch. I have seen like small nails and tacks, like being launched from a pouch, like little darts, the little ones, not like a big panna. It's possible, Iron Man, but it has to be something about this long, which is not going to cause much damage. It's be like a bee sting if you're basically trying to go after something larger. If you're going after something really small, it wouldn't work, you know. Mary, who said that? Who said that? Oh yes. Oh, if I was getting married, I swear I would announce it on my YouTube channel. If I was getting married, if some girl is saying that I'm getting married to them, she's probably a really obsessed fan, and I don't know why she'd be even attracted to my channel. And maybe she's that one mysterious viewer. I don't know. Yes, Irishman, and there's a caveat to that. You could literally make fishing darts and dart fishing. It's similar to a panna dart, except it doesn't have fletching. It basically has a string attached to it, connected to like a reel. You can make them. There's a guy from Brazil who makes. I can't understand the language he's speaking, but he shows you how to make them just by the pictures on how to make fishing darts. You just got to make them out of metal rods and stuff like that. I wish I could. I wish I could, Iron Man, but I can't. Not where I'm living. It's a different type of. It's not like where American housing is a little bit different. Some American places, like apartments, they don't really, you know, really have the stuff that you're thinking about. We're not. It's yes, it is. And you can actually make those darts yourself. There's a guy from Brazil that I'm subscribed to that makes the darts in a very clever way. I would suggest his channel. I should put his channel out there maybe. Um, but yeah, you can do that dart fishing. It's basically a smaller version of bow fishing. Um, You could probably also hunt small game with panda darts. So it's like, yeah. Inside, yes. But like I said, if you really want to do a project, and this is what I would challenge you, Iron Man, to do, to make your own slingshot. See, the way I see it, it's easy to buy a slingshot. But if you really want to gain knowledge, making one is the best way. That way you'll never have to buy one again. I've learned that. It's kind of like teaching a man to fish kind of thing. Dart fishing is illegal in Ireland. Oh, how ironic. I'll check that out, Iron Man. I will. Aha. Blaha. Haven't seen you here before. I really want to let you know that I have an anti-troll policy. I really want to let you know that, okay? Now, if you come in with respect for the people around here without doing any trolling, you'll be fine. But if you start trolling, you're gone. Just remember that. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but if you start showing disrespect and start trolling, it's over. This is a very tight-knit community, and we're not into stupidity. I'm glad you understand. Yes, Roadhouse. Great movie. I own it, actually. Patrick Swayze. Great actor. But like I said, I challenge you, Iron Man, to make your own slingshot. Because a lot of people out here, and I've noticed this, is that they always want to buy it. And some things you cannot just make yourself. But when it comes to a slingshot, you can make it yourself. And wouldn't it be better, in my opinion, to basically learn how to make a slingshot yourself where you wouldn't need to buy one? You could just make it. So the challenge is simple. Learn how to make a slingshot. I did it. Look what I managed to achieve. I've seen your spears. They're awesome. They're great, but they're very basic. I would suggest Mike. Mike has made an awesome bill hook. He's got. I hate to say it. He's got this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like your spears. They're very good for basic spears, but I haven't seen any really awesome spears. May I make a suggestion? Just as I'm not being critical, I'm not being mean. I want to first say that, Iron Man. When I say things, because I say I like what you're doing, but need some improvement. I would say get like an edger. Get like a farming tool, and I've done this before, and I'm gonna say this, okay? There's this. You can get an old edger or a hoe, or you can straighten that out, and you can literally cut the ends off, okay? And with the high-powered tools, right? And sharpen it on the sides and make a pretty effective spear. Just saying. I've just tried to convert a lot of like garden tools into spears. Like get an old garden tool and convert it to a spear. It's easy to do. I know, bro. I know, but you want the best quality. I'm not spear made for best looks, but you have some pretty good spears, bro. I will say that. But a lot of them do look like they would fall apart when put into field use. They do. I hate to say it, and that's just constructive criticism. You know. Now Mike has made a really cool homemade bill hook. I would just study what Mike's been doing. Well, James, I'll put it this way. You don't make a slingshot like mine. Make it the way you would make it. I never said make a slingshot like mine. I just said learn to make a slingshot. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine, James. I know that I've come up with a unique way of making them. I did, but I would say to just do what you would do. Don't try to copy another person. Just try to be you. Learn from them a little bit, but then do what you would want to do, how you would do it in your own way. You know what I mean? That's the best way to do it, because I looked at a lot of slingshot guys, and they were using materials that I didn't have. And until I decided to do it the way I'm going to do it with the materials that I have, then I accelerated in slingshot making. I started to get better and better. Hi, Dave. Yeah, he's not a blacksmith. Mike isn't. But the way he attaches his spearhead is something to observe. I think that that is a very good way to do it, in my opinion. How's it going, Dave? It's been nice. Give me 1 second, guys. Don't go away. I'm just going to basically prepare some spaghetti. I just got to finish off the spaghetti. Oh, they are. They are, Dave. You make some nice slingshots. Yes, he is. I would just say, if you're going to do it, I would always improve your methods. When it comes to making my stuff, I'm always trying to improve the way I do things to make them stronger, better. Always refine your methods is the best advice I can give you. You go from crude to basically better, because you always want to polish it up. You always want to refine your building methods. I'm back. I'm down to 4 viewers. I got 5 ups, though. Pretty good. If all those guys who gave me a thumbs up, I'm giving all you a thumbs up. Is anybody still there? Yes, they are. They are. Down to earth guys, I was just basically challenging my viewers to making their own slingshots. Now, you've already done that. Just to basically try to make their own buying a slingshot. It's kind of like teaching a man to fish, right? I was buying cheap Walmart slingshots for years until I discovered how to make my own. And look what I've achieved. Just basically, and I always say, just try it the way you want it to be done, and experiment and keep going forward, and perfect yourself. And well, that's exactly what this is, except it starts out as a coat hanger, but it's extended and reinforced with plastic string, and you know how it's done. You've seen my videos. It has an extensive thing where it's like extended out quite a bit, lashing it together, Gorilla gluing it inside and out, and you know. I'm glad. Yes, I've watched his videos. I know him from the forums. He is a great guy, Dave. Now, I will say I make my pouches a little bit different. I'm in the process of making a new pouch. I make them a little bit different than everyone else because I didn't have access to leather, and I found a better way of making them as a result, which is basically the paracord loop method and heavy duty thread method with nylon with a nylon strap. What I do is simple to make my pouches is I take a nylon dog leash you get at the Dollar General store. I cut it into strips and burn it, and I basically stitch on heavy duty thread in a way that's a heavy duty, heavy set on. It's hand stitched. It's tough thread and it stays on hard and it works good. And I found that you got a little more zoom this way instead of relying on the hole punch method, which is I found it's all right. We're down to 3 viewers. How nice. Yeah, like I said, I know Nico from the forums. But the point I'm trying to make here is to my dwindling viewers right now is that, and I'm just saying this for the public record, is that make a slingshot the way you would make a slingshot, but learn how to make a slingshot, because if you know how to make one, you never have to buy one again. That's what I found. And learning us how to make a slingshot is a good survival skill, in my opinion. Is anybody still there? Is anybody still chatting? Hello? I was only gone for a second, guys. Well, we're down to 3 viewers. Well. Cool, Irishman. We have similar ideas. Are you going to make that shillelagh soon? Sorry, blackthorn. You're going to make a blackthorn? That'd be cool. Do you have any videos on your channel? I haven't seen any videos. I mean, you're a cool guy. I'd like to. It seems like you have some cool videos on you. It's like you have some cool stuff. You know, I'd like to see some cool video. But like I said, I challenge my viewers. Understandable. Um, you made some slingshots. That's interesting. That's really interesting. What kind did you make? What kind of wood they were made from? Are they made of wood, metal, some other material? I suppose. Man, this stream hasn't been that successful. Well, it has been successful, but it's like, whoa, it's going down pretty fast. Awesome, awesome. I'm not really big into the PFS. I have a friend who started that whole trend. Uh, OPFS shooter, cool guy. He started that trend. I'm not really big into it, but that's his thing. He's good at it. I respect someone that's good at it, but it's not the frame that I shoot. I prefer my ant's head scrapper frame. You know, that's the frame I shoot because it's what I like. Shoot what you like is all I can say. Shoot what you like. Cool, cool. You can use that. That's now I use a different band. I use like the toning bands. I cut them myself with using a rotary cutter. Um, I tie them with nylon twine. Just a tight method. Okay, we're back to 3 viewers. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, seems that we have office bands. They work. Rufus Hussey used to use rubber bands, like really big rubber bands. He was a legendary shooter, by the way. You could. You could even use tubes if you wanted to, especially for a pickle for a PFS. I mean, you probably could use tubes for PFS. They're probably one of the best. You could use flat bands or tubes, whatever. I know that the OPF shooter uses like a double tube system, which is interesting. Yes, that story I told about the troll and the friend who dubbed me the king of gangs. Now, for those who don't know, I had a troll, and I was in the streams years back, and this troll was saying that I was just making children's gangs, and I had no idea what the hell he was talking about. But apparently in Australia, that's what they call slingshots. And So I didn't put together a children's gang. I don't I don't think I could do that. Yeah, like I said, Rufus Hussey used them, Irishman. Hmm. And he did pretty good with those. Uh, okay, you could find some tubes that you could use. They're a little big, so I wouldn't recommend it. So I wouldn't recommend. I just use the flat bands. You can find tubes in the basically the fitness department of any store that's available. For example, you can find toning bands in the same department. I don't know what kind of stores you got in Ireland, but I'd say that your fitness department of your basically fitness department, look for toning bands. Uh, Look for the tubes. There's toning tubes like these exercise equipment that are tubed. Um, I've used those a few times. I don't particularly like tubes, but if you're looking for tubes, that might be a good solution. It's nice to hear from you, Josh. It's nice to hear from me, bro. Um, I would say if you really want to get the really good, like like uh, rubber bands, the kind of like heavy duty rubber bands, you might want to go on the internet and order them. Just saying. Awesome, awesome, Irishman, awesome. Have loads of rubber. That's good. And awesome. Do you make your own slingshots, Josh? Because I'm challenging people to make their own frames. But you know, it's old saying: you can teach a man a fish if you basically show him if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for one day. But teach a man a fish, he'll eat for the rest of his life. And a lot of people just buy slingshots, and they never learn how to make their own out of available materials. And if you learn how to make your own slingshot, you never have to buy one again. You know, I always say that. Learn to make your own slingshot. And I'm never, and like I had one guy say I couldn't make a slingshot like Slingshot Warrior made. Why do you want to copy me? Do it the way you would do it. Don't try to copy. I tried that a few times. I tried to copy someone else until I discovered a method that was basically more me than anything else. Whatever works for you. I mean, it's like, well, if you're gonna put together a frame, make a frame that you like. Make a frame that's your style. And that's the advice I'll give to you, Josh. Now, give me 1 second. I got to basically put some more tomato sauce in my spaghetti. Awesome, Josh. Awesome. Sorry about that. That is true, Irishman. Naturals are pretty good. Um, I've made a few of them. The problem is with making naturals, in my opinion, because number one, I don't have the tools. I don't have a big workshop, so I can't exactly, take a big chunk of fork and whittle it down as much as I'd like to. So what I do is I've discovered the scrapper method. That's worked for me. Um, it's a simple method that I use simple materials. And I've also applied it to other things like this, like the scrapper method. I applied this handle on this what people call a shank / throwing spike. I should call it my throwing shank. And yeah, I've made naturals. Problem is, I found with naturals is that they have to grow a certain way. If they don't grow a certain way, and it's hard to find. It's like prospecting for gold when you're looking for natural forks. Cool, bro. Now, as you know, I make my pouches in a very different way than other people do. I'm not using leather. I make my pouches out of nylon, straight up nylon. So true. But you want your natural fork to grow. I prefer a natural fork that's going to be basically center balanced, you could say, like boom. It can't grow awkward. And you want the forks to be to grow. They want that you don't want your forks to be one fork to be like thick and one fork to be thinner. So you want it to be. So I'm a little bit perfectionist in that case. So that's why I chose the scrapper method. Um, what I do. Everyone has their own methods. Like I said, I've used other methods. I'll probably do some tree forking and make some slingshots in the future. But I personally like some better tools to do that sort of thing. I made the scrapper method so I wouldn't have to use like a lot of power tools and stuff like that, and could easily just put it together myself, slap it together. There's another method that could be used. You can use a two-pronged wall hook, for example, and a wooden dowel, and make a slingshot that way. Well, that's true. That's true, Josh. I think the guy from Simple Shot said it best. If it doesn't have a nut or a fruit growing on it, don't use it for a fork. That the best forks have a nut or a fruit on it. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Great guy. Great guy. Josh, have you ever tried staff slings? Um, Josh, have you ever tried a staff sling? They're really cool. They're a lot of fun. The staff slings. Uh, if you give me a second, I want to prepare myself a plate of spaghetti, and I'll be right back. I'm a little hungry. Well, I'm back. It's good spaghetti. I made some good goulash. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. That being said, um, um, let's see. Oh, not yet. You should try it though, Josh. You should try it. It's really cool. It's really fun. Not hard to make. Maybe I should, bro. But I'm not. I'm not like a superb chef. This is basic hillbilly cooking. Pretty here, much here. This is goulash. Mm-hmm. I will say this is that I enjoy everyone I talk to on the stream. You're all good people, and that's salt of the earth people who just want to live their lives and be free. A lot of people out there, a lot of people in the UK and Ireland, that is much more difficult to do that, and it makes you glad, it makes you appreciative of the very few freedoms you got left here in America. Josh, not this time. That's true. That's true. Um, that's true, Irishman. My forks, my frame feels very good in the hand. Look at the handle. I like the fact that I can, with the scrapper method, custom make my handle. It's much more oval shaped grip. That's what I like about it. Mm-hmm. Speaking of a slingshot I made, a friend of mine, as you know, Bo Kraus, if you're familiar with him, Irishman, he's an archery master, has received a slingshot package that I sent him, a handmade slingshot from me, a scrapper frame. He basically liked it. He liked it, and he's got a video on his channel about it. It's really awesome. He hasn't shot it yet, but he's done the unboxing. No, you are right about that. You are right. I never say that. Did I ever say it had any bearing on the accuracy? No. I'm not saying mine is better in the sense that it's more accurate. I never made that claim. I just say that I prefer the scrapper method over tree forking, but I probably will. I do like the fact that tree forks you don't have to basically use tabs on them, and I like that. You know what I mean? So there's some advantage of tree forks I've used. But cool, Irishman. Think you'll like it. But like I've never said that that my frames were accurate because they were the scrappers. No. Yeah, accuracy comes with practice. From my experience, you have to have a lot of practice to be accurate. And you have to have the bands you feel most comfortable with. I feel most comfortable with flat bands myself. Tubes, they're slower, and with that kind of lag, it means less accuracy. Too much lag time with tubes, although they will last longer. They're slower, slower on the intake. So yeah, I agree with you. It's the person that becomes more accurate with practice. It's not the frame you buy. It's not the bands or tubes. And he is, but he still sells them on his site. No, that's true, Josh. But the guy loves to make some awesome toys, doesn't he? He's that crazy uncle everybody wants, in my opinion. I like Jorg. He's all right. I think YouTube did him dirty, though. I mean, they really did him dirty on his channel, man. They demonetized him and all that. That wasn't nice. Yeah, he had to branch out. He's done a lot with rubber-powered weapons, you know. Irishman. Oh, that was good. That was really good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. No, from what I remember, this happened long before the YouTube purge of a lot of people. Josh, this was excuse me. This was something that happened because of a stupid journalist who made lies up about George Sprave and one of his videos, and got his channel demonetized. And I thought it was a grave travesty what happened. You know, the guy was never political in anything he said or did. He never. He was always just a positive, upbeat. Like all about gadgets and stuff like that, and like homemade firepower. So it was a real travesty to see how they just destroyed his monetization. But he found a way to sponsor his videos, and he's done some great work. And you can't keep a good man down, And if you want to look it up, it was a guy who basically I saw him testing a stab-proof vest, which was a product made for civilians, but they wanted to say that he was training how to stab cops in Europe. I was like, really? No. Like he was doing some kind of jihadi training video or something. It was a weird thing. I don't know why they would think that. When he was just testing a product. This is why I always want to see this community go to BitChute. BitChute is a lot more freer in the content you can produce, and it's a growing platform. Most of it's political, but it would be nice to have people from our community go there, and like Mike did, and a lot of some of other people like Skullagram has gone there. I would like to see more people go to BitChute. I have a channel on BitChute. Oh, that being said, it's been a long stream, hasn't it? And usually at this time, I'll probably run out of bandwidth. So I'm going to close the curtain soon. So I'll give everyone time to say their goodbyes. Well, if you want to upload videos without haters and trolls, I would go to BitChute, my friend. BitChute. Yeah, but it's freer. It's freer, and it's becoming more user friendly by the hour. Actually, it's got a lot more user friendly over time. It still has kinks to work out, Irishman, but it's getting better. Probably around Saturday. Saturday would be a good time. I will stream on Saturday, around Saturday evening. Uh, okay, that being said, until next time, have a good time.